Welcome back, everybody, to another ROM overview. This one here is for the Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 10.1. This is their Galaxy Tab 2, their big tablet. I think, in my opinion, anyways, one of the better of the tablets, of Samsung's older tablets. Um, what's really cool about this ROM, other than it being 12.1 CyanogenMod, uh, is that it may not be the greatest or the latest, but this ROM functions 100% flawlessly on this device. Anybody that has this device knows that it is limited in its RAM. Um, the CPUs could probably, they could have probably put a bigger chipset in it. I think, though, that had they put a little more RAM, 1 more gig of RAM, if this tablet would have come with 2 gigs of RAM, this would still be a dynamite tablet. I have run stock on this, um, and when I had it stock, it was very slow, very sluggish. Um, I mean, to me, at least coming from, let's say um, well, even my Amazon Fire, it is super fast. And then I go to this because I love the screen resolution on this tablet. It's one of the best I've ever seen. Then it just slows right down to a crawl, almost to the point where it just makes me go crazy. Then I found this ROM. Uh, like I said, this ROM works great on my tablet. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that this ROM is going to be the best ROM for your tablet. Because all devices are different. Don't let anybody kid you. I don't care if they're all made in the same factory by the same person with the same components. Every device acts a little bit differently, and my device really, really loves this build. So let's get right into it here. We're going to go to About Tablet. I'm going to let you see we are on the CyanogenMod, and it is an unofficial build. And it is for the GP or the GT-P5110. Actually, the one that I have here is the P5113 with the IR blaster, Wi-Fi only model. But the any ROM that was made for the P5110 will work on the P5113. Just so you guys are aware of that. It is Android version 5.1.1, and the build date on this was January 22nd. So he is still building for CyanogenMod 12.1, although he has made the jump to Marshmallow. I'm just afraid to flash it on this device because it just runs so great with this ROM. I am running a theme on here. Normally, um, a lot of the other ROMs that I have flashed on here, be it Lollipop or even KitKat, I was having a hell of a time with themes. It would lock up, just wouldn't run them. But this build here, at least on my device, runs every theme I've thrown at it without question. Now, a little caveat to that. I will tell you right now that I do go into my recents and I like to shut everything down. This is not a multitasking tablet. In no way, means, shape, or form. Like I said, if this had more RAM, yes, this would be a beautiful tablet. I wish there was a way that we could add RAM to it, but we can't. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, this is basic CyanogenMod. So all of the customizations on this are going to be your absolute basic CyanogenMod customizations, um, and any of the other stuff you see that's customized is through theming. So let's go into developer options. You can see there is your advanced reboot, your root access, and I think I'm running SuperSU 2.52 version on this. There's your Android debugging. You want to have that ticked off, and then of course for all of your developing options are underneath there for your like your bug report. If you want your local terminal or not, those are features I think are awesome to have. If you know how to use a terminal, it's great to help you make little tweaks and changes to your build.prompt. Um, if you know how to do that. Let me give you some warning to that too, guys. If you're going to change your build.prompt, make a backup first. Um, I will tell you that one of the ways to make the tablet run a lot better is when you get into your Windows animation scale and your transition and your animator duration scales, turn them all to 0. That is going to make your tablet seem to run 100% better. That's what I do anyways. And then, of course, all the way at the bottom is your Kill App Back button, which I haven't turned it on, so I'll turn it on now. Um, I'm just trying to think here. Let's go into the status bar settings. Here are you have your clock style. You can set it to whatever you want, right, left, or center. Then you can, you have your AM, PM. Um, your percentage for your battery, what kind of battery you want to show, and then of course your show notification counts, and your brightness control by sliding across the top. I don't use that feature, but it's there if you guys want it. Since this is CyanogenMod, it does come with the privacy settings. You have your privacy guard, and of course your CyanogenMod statistics, which you can either allow or disallow. Um, that is entirely up to you. They do pull data from your tablet at certain points in time, but they say that they do not take anything like contact information or any of your account information, anything like that. They're just apparently pulling certain things out so they know what to improve upon. That's what that's there for. I don't use it. I'm trying to think here, guys, of anything that is really different in this. Here's the security settings. Um, again, you can encrypt a tablet if you would like, although I don't do it. And with the amount of RAM on this tablet, I really wouldn't recommend it. And then you can have your device administrators where you can either allow or disallow any of them. Right now, I do have CyanogenMod ticked on, and I'm just going to go ahead and leave it on for now. You can always turn that off at any time you want. And then, of course, your unknown sources. You do want to have that on if you are going to sideload any apps. Come on, go back. There we go. Um, I'm trying to think of some the things that you guys are going to want to see. Here's your notification drawer. You have your quick pull down, show weather, all that's in here, and then of course your advanced location settings, brightness slider, all of that is under your notifications. Lock screen settings. You have your swipe if you want, and then of course your general owner information if you want to put anything in there. Your screen lock shortcuts, which are just your bottom shortcuts. That's just what CyanogenMod has, just the bottom two. And then your display music visualizer. Um, these tablets have really nice sound. It just doesn't have a lot of volume. Um, I really wish there was a way we could pump the volume up on these because the sound quality is actually pretty good. It's kind of like the screen quality on these. The resolution may not be super high, but with that AMOLED screen and Samsung's color saturation, it's just beautiful. I love the colors on a Samsung device. Um, let's see. Let's go right into sounds. Of course, here's all your volume controls, your notification tones. Since this is just a Wi-Fi only tablet, you're not going to get a ringtone on this. Other sound settings. This is going to be where you can turn on or off your like volume adjust sounds, your touch sounds, docking sounds. You can enable your charging sounds, stuff like that. And of course, vibrate on touch. I don't know why I have that on. I don't think this tablet vibrates. I could be wrong though. Under display and lights, you have your brightness level. I think I have that all the way up. Yes. I like to have it all the way up when I'm doing a video. Then of course you have your live display if you want to use that. That goes hand in hand with your adaptive brightness. Then of course you have sleep and double tap to sleep and all that. Wake on plug, expanded desktop, and then there's your LCD density. If you guys want to change that, that is where you would change that at. Right now it is set to 160 default. I am not going to mess with this. It's working great, and I just love the way it looks, right the way it is. You can change your font size if you want. I don't think I'm going to mess with that either. I think it's just perfect the way it is. And of course, show search bar and recents menu. I don't use that, but I do know that when you tick that on, it does work. What did I miss? Buttons. Show arrow key, your button layout. Here's where you're going to change your nav bars if you so choose. Again, you just hit the edit, physically drag the buttons where you want to. Click save, and Bob's your uncle. You're good to go. I am going to move them back though, as for some reason I'm right-handed, but I I use a tablet and a phone with my left hand. I don't know why. Alright, here's your power menu. These are the options on power menu. This is standard signage and mod settings. Then you have your volume button settings. Control ringtone volume. I don't see why that's in here. I think this is just left over from some of the other builds. But, you know, I don't know. But these are your button settings. That's where you would go for that. And that's pretty much it for the settings. I don't think I missed anything. Like I said, guys, this ROM it runs very, very well on this tablet. Now, don't expect this tablet to run like a Nexus 10 or a Nexus 9 or even a Nexus 7, because it's not going to do that. It is the RAM that holds this tablet back. But what I love about this tablet is I can watch YouTube videos on it. There is no lag, no stutter, no nothing. And it's beautiful. Netflix works great. I watch Voodoo videos on it. Google Plus, everything works on here. It just you need to give it a couple seconds to load. You know, it's not exactly as instant as other devices, and that's why I still like this tablet. When it was running stock Samsung, the tablet to me was almost unusable. Now with the lollipop on it, at least this build, I love this tablet again. It's breathed new life into it for me, um, and we'll see. You know, I may flash the Marshmallow build that Android-Andi has put out, and if it functions as well as this does, I'll do a video on it, and I'll give you guys all the links to that too. So, that's my ROM overview for CyanogenMod 12.1 unofficial for the Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 CM10.1. That is a mouthful. Wi-Fi only, and that would be the P 5110. I think that's what it is. I have so many devices I forget the model numbers. And I just want to take this time to thank my subscribers. Again, I can't believe that that I have as many as I do. And again, I appreciate every one of you. And I also have a new Google Plus um, community that I just came up with, or that I just built here not too long ago. I'll show you guys that. Give this tablet a couple seconds to load. Hopefully we won't get too many things running at once and lock the dang thing up. And then that would put an end to the video. But as you guys know, I don't edit, so I will just push the video out just like this. So if I happen to lose you, I will see you on the next one. But let's go ahead and get into this. We'll go to Communities, Yours, and I'm going to go to Hayes Tech Video ROM and or ROM Reviews. This is my new community. You do not have to ask permission to become a member. Just click on the Become a Member, and you can post on here whatever you want. I am going to try to have all of my video reviews on here eventually. It's taking a lot of time to do it, but this is going to be the place where if you guys have any questions, or if you're having problems, post here, and I will try to help you out with it. That way there's no confusion on any other site. So just so you guys know, I wanted to let you guys know that. So again, thank you for watching the video, and I will see you guys on the next one.